I look like a reasonable weight. To be honest, I lied about being banned from my church.
Rock me, Amadeus.
If you were eating while watching that and you lost your appetite, I'm very sorry. What's up, guys? It is Cheech here, and for this video, we're going to be talking about the idiot himself, NovaOnline's, and honestly, I'm glad that I'm making another video on him because you guys killed it on the first one, and I wasn't even expecting it to go that crazy. I really wasn't, and that has made me want to make another one on him. And plus, that's not even the only reason why I'm making this video. There's more leaks that came out about him, and honestly, should we be surprised at this point? No, just letting you guys know what we're going to be going through today. We're going to be going through everything when it comes to the second doc on the leaks, because obviously in the first video we weren't even expecting to even have any leaks come out after that. But then yet Neil Dinky comes out of nowhere and drops a whole bombshell of more leaks on Nova, and we're just going to be going through that because I just want to take this really slow and one thing at a time, because I don't want to go all over the place and make the video, kind of confusing. So yeah, before we get into the doc, I just want to get over this real quickly on the clip of Nova basically admitting that he lied about being banned from his church, and a lot of people have always wanted to know about that when he first had mentioned it in the past, that, oh, I got banned from my church. A lot of people wanted to know, well, is this the truth, or were you just lying about it? And of course, when someone was asking him about it, during a conversation in the server, he just admitted to it like it was just a normal day, The way how he speaks about it too, he speaks about it like if he's ordering food, and it's so ridiculous, honestly.
I want to go back to Vegas.
Nova, are you able to go back to your church? Because I know you used to go to church. Have you been welcomed back yet?
To be honest, I lied about being banned from my church.
Oh, thank God.
But I don't go there anymore after I realized how they treat gay people.
Oh, you're changed. You're very pro LGBTQ, pro everything, right? You're very nice. I don't know why people are so mean to you.
They're just mean to be mean.
I like you though. You're a good chap.
So the diaper boy is just going about his lollygag way, just lying, and I get it. Lying about being banned from church is one thing. Go ahead and lie about that. It's not right, but go ahead and lie about that. But when you try to lie, trying to say that you're not an internet predator and that you don't talk to minors, but then yet there's evidence out there that you do, you can't lie about that. So right here, honestly, we can just see, it's self-explanatory. Nova's just over here complaining about how he's unemployed and that he has to pay, for his mother's credit card and everything like that. You would think Nova could have this all handled, but he doesn't, only because of his stupid decisions that he made on the internet, and now he has to pay the price for it. And to add on to it, he's in debt, literally a couple hundred in debt, and he's trying to figure out a way to pay for his mother's credit card bill. And I just feel honestly bad for the family because they're depending on him to provide and help, and he's not doing anything, it seems like, to provide. And right here, he's still complaining about how he's unemployed and how nobody wants to hire him, and this just leaves me dying right here. I've been unemployed for 4 months and not even McDonald's wanted to hire me. If that doesn't scream failure, I don't know what does. Okay, Nova, this screams failure, but not all the stuff that you've done in the past and then recently from all the other stuff that came out about you. So what screams failure, Nova? What screams failure? Because everything that you've done screams failure, okay? Not the unemployment, okay? Because everybody is unemployed at one point, okay? I'm unemployed, but I'm positive and I'm fine where I'm at. I'm gonna get a job. But Nova, you're not happy where you're at. You make it seem like you are happy and that you're grateful for where you're at, but you're not. You're over here just talking to people on the internet that you shouldn't be talking to, and you get caught in these group chats and then tries to play victim and gaslight people like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, and all this stuff, when in reality, you know what you're doing. Diaper boy right here is trying to get people to use his code so he can get money, basically. But, anybody with a common sense mind can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to say, if anyone wants to help me with referrals on an app called Must Play, here's a link. And of course, anyone that sees the link, it looks really sketchy already just looking at the link. And he says at the bottom, it's an app where you get paid to play mobile games, and it's 100% legit. Honestly, it sounds like one of those ads that you get while you're just playing a game on your phone, and it pops up and it's like, oh, here's a free app that you earn while playing games or walking, like stuff like that. And he's trying to basically finesse people by doing this, but then people can see right through that. Yeah, none of those pay to play games actually work. There was a study done on them a while ago, someone said in the chat. But then he's trying to be over here and be like, just try it, I can prove it's real. People said this, and then pulls out a whole screenshot from a Google search. It's just so, it's dumb, because he really thinks people are this low like him, but they're not. Most of these people on these servers are just there to just troll him, or I guess in small amounts, they're actually there to talk to him. But there's no way, And then he's trying to play it off at the bottom. Well, I tried it in 2018. I was skeptical too. And then I tried it and I was blown away. I don't know, dude. Is the reward screenshots not enough? No, Nova, it is not. Because one thing, you just went to a Google search, okay? That's not enough. Second of all, the person I've already said before, these apps aren't real. They aren't things where you get paid from at all. You don't get paid from these apps. I have never seen one person use these apps and get paid off of it legitimately. Honestly, I have not seen one person. I should have mentioned this earlier, but I didn't. But it's really funny that Nova complained about being unemployed. He finally gets a job, right? It wasn't even a week. We don't know if he quit or if he got fired, but he basically just was unemployed after the first few days when he announced that he got a job. And then, of course, lots of people wonder, why did you get unemployed all of a sudden? So I'm going to show off this clip of one of Nova's old coworkers basically describing what it's like working with him and everything like that. And the way how he describes Nova, it's not surprising that he acts like this even while he's working in a 9-to-5 job. So the coworker that's making the video, this is from one of the older jobs that Nova's had in the past. This isn't from his recent job. So I was just letting you guys know.
Alright, this is the story of how I worked with NovaOnline, aka Gabe. Okay, so my first interaction with Gabe was when I went to reapply to Denny's. I basically got my job back in no time. The GEM was too lazy to delete my information anyway. So I see him, and he's got his hair tied back, big belly. First time I ever seen him. I never heard of him online before. And I worked a couple shifts, and I realized that he's just a weird kid. And he would play weird brain rot TikTok music in the kitchen over everyone else's music. He would consistently ask everyone, guess what? And then you would say what? And he'd say, these nuts. Pretty annoying. He was a prep cook, and in terms of his performance, it would be what you expect. He chose to hand slice every single tomato instead of using the slicer. He used wrong mixing containers to contain things, and never cleaned up his kitchen, and put a lot of labor on the dishwasher. So the one time I wanted to deck this kid in the face was the day the water pipes broke. If you know me, you may know the story. And I've been working almost 10 hours at this point, and I'm trying to fix the mop room. I'm trying to clean it up, and this dude comes in here asking me to mop up a leaking water pipe. And I told him, bro, it's your workstation. It's your responsibility to clean this shit up. It's the cook's responsibility to sweep their line. It's the dishwasher's responsibility to sweep their fucking dish pit. It's a prep cook's responsibility to mop up the water coming from the sink. Even if it's not your fault, you still gotta do it. And he just turns around, walks away, and says, thanks for the fucking help. Or, he said in this voice, thanks for the fucking help. I just wanted to run up and punch the back of his head so bad, but I had to keep my job. I was running 2 jobs at that time, I think. Around that time, I think I had quit my other job. But yeah, that's my experience working with Nova. 1 out of 10 experience.
It's really disappointing because the job that he had, like not his recent one, but the one where he was working with his coworker, he didn't have a complicated job, okay? He was a prep cook. Anyone who works prep cook, shout outs to you guys, it takes a lot of time. And Nova just makes it seem like, oh, I don't need to do this and that. This isn't my responsibility. When he was told that you need to clean this up, this is part of your workstation. And he's over here like, that's not my responsibility. You need to do it. Like at that point, why are you working there? At the end of the day, when you're working a 9 to 5, sometimes you're not always going to be working the position you applied for in the first place. Sometimes jobs do that, and he needs to expect that. But he's expecting it to be all, butterflies and rainbows that, oh, I just got to do my one position and that's it. I'm going to go about my lollygag way home. No, that's not how it works. 9 to 5s aren't that easy, Nova. They're really not. When you're told to do something like, clean your workstation, especially mop the floor when there's a broken water pipe, I think you should do that. But no, he had to make it a whole argument. And then, next thing you know, he has to basically say this sarcastic remark, well, thanks for the help anyways. At that point, you don't even deserve to have a job. You really don't, because you're over here preaching like you work so hard for your family and you want to find a job. It's so difficult to find a job. But then the second you get given this opportunity of work, you mess it up so fast. Like, honestly, why should I even question if you want another job? Now, this shouldn't be funny, but it is funny to me. Nova's basically saying he got cheated out of a job. And it was only because it was trolls. It was only trolls, of course. And it's deserved. It is deserved, Nova. At the end of the day, you should already be expecting more than one troll to come and harass you, like once a day. More than once a day, bro, okay? And he thinks that this happens only because he's being targeted. People are mean to him. He's the victim in all this. No, Nova, you're not a victim. There's many other people out there that are victims of you, okay? And you're just gonna sit there on your ass and just try to play this victim card until it expires, okay? So please stop. At the end of the day, when it comes to being trolled by people on the internet, it's not good. It really isn't. But when you have people like Nova, who has a bad reputation and he's just known for just being, the way he is, it's kind of well deserved that he gets trolled and harassed. And for some people, it's like, that's a little too much, don't you think? Don't you think you went a little too far on Nova? Go easy on the guy? No. He didn't think it was too far when he started to send, pictures of himself in a diaper to minors, and he didn't think that was too far at all. He didn't think it was too far when he decided to roleplay with a minor. So, come on now. Nova, the diaper boy dancing. Why the hell aren't you on Chris Hansen? Okay, seriously though, let's get back to this doc. And look at this fool right here, basically being so pathetic that he's asking people on the server to help him with his grandmother's car. Okay, imagine that you have no option to get help, that instead of contacting someone in real life, probably like a mechanic or maybe even a relative who's a mechanic, he goes to Discord and tries to ask people in the server if anyone's a mechanic and that if they can help him with the car. And of course, nobody there is really a mechanic like that. They're just there to troll Nova. And he's basically just trying to make people feel bad, trying to be like, well, it's probably going to be $1,000 or $2,000, and it's going to hurt her bank account, talking about his grandmother. When Nova, at the end of the day, when it comes to your family struggling, it's kind of your responsibility to try to help, okay? Because one, that's your family, and two, that's what you're supposed to do for your family. You're supposed to help your family. Like, family comes first. But to him, it's Discord, and then his family. Now, this is where we start to get really disappointed in Nova, because he's over here spending Christmas alone, by himself, at home, while his mother is at the hospital, okay? Like, this is gotta be the lowest of the low, okay? Anybody who has a mother or a loved one in the hospital, it's kind of like a common courtesy to just go and visit them and make sure they're okay. But that's not on Nova's mind. He's just wanting to go on Discord and talk to people about it, like if they're supposed to feel bad for him, And it's sad. And I feel bad for his mother because I'm sure she was probably wondering where he was at, like, where's my son? I would love to see my son right now. But then, yeah, he's on the PC talking to people on Discord. Like, it's actually so fucked. It really is. So this is the picture right after the first one I showed off, and it's basically just the conversation continuing on, and the person's just telling them, oh, I'm sorry. We could play games soonish. And then, of course, they're trying to just make him feel better. You know, I hope it gets better, Nova. I hope so. Fuck my life. And then, of course, like, they're trying to ask, is your partner not available? She's in North Dakota. It's a long-distance relationship. Nova, you don't have any kind of relationship at all, okay? I'm pretty sure this person that he's talking about is probably a troll. Wouldn't be surprised if it was, because there's no way that there's actual people out here that are attracted to Nova. You know, I'm sorry to put that out there like that, but like, I'm pretty sure I'm spitting facts. I'm gonna be so real. I'm gonna be honest. The fact that Nova has the audacity to just not visit his mother while she was in the hospital is just ridiculous. He can't even lie and be like, I visited her one time. That one time doesn't fucking count of anything, bro. That doesn't mean you get to just completely just not acknowledge her the whole time while you just go fuck off on Discord. You know, like, that's just completely just fucked up as it is. It's already fucked up that you like to wear diapers and then become a furry, but then it's more fucked up that you just ignore your mother while she's at the hospital. Like, that's just completely fucked. Right here on this, there's really not much crazy shit happening right here, but it's just Nova basically saying how he missed his therapy appointment and his sleep schedule's fucked. You know, Nova, we honestly did not care, and we're not surprised that you have a fucked up sleep schedule. You probably stay up all night talking to people on Discord, and you don't even realize you have therapy till it's like 2 in the morning. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. And then this person tells them, well, can you at least reschedule? I probably have to pay out the ass for the late fee. Like, Nova, if you don't want to pay the late fee, don't go to therapy at all. Like, why did you even agree to go to therapy? Like, he probably agreed to go on his own, alright? But at the same time, if you're going to therapy, go to therapy because you generally want to go to therapy, okay? I feel like Nova's going as like an attention thing. Like, he's going and then tells people outside of his circle, like, yeah, guys, I go to therapy. Or just goes to his server and tells people, yeah, I'm at my therapy. As like an attention seeking thing, you know? But at the end of the day, who really knows, okay? He probably, not even probably, he has mental problems, okay? He has problems that he needs to go to therapy. But I feel like he's not honest in his therapy sessions. Definitely not honest. Because when you're in therapy, you're supposed to be in a safe place. You're supposed to open up. You're supposed to be honest with the person you're talking to, right? Nova's not going to be honest. Because if he was honest to his therapist of what he did and what he does, he probably would just be arrested in that same session, let's be honest. Like, if you made it this far into the video, I really appreciate it, and I thank you guys for watching it. It really means a lot. And like I mentioned already at the beginning of the video, I'm sorry that I didn't go through everything that had came out recently about Nova. I'm just trying to go through this like one section at a time and not go all over the place. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. The next Nova video will come out. I'll have it out as soon as I can. It just takes time, of course, but it'll be definitely worth the wait. So I appreciate you guys for all the support. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.